Maybe I'll keep, which one's hooked better? Actually, what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Oh. G'day everybody and welcome to another full-scale Fishing Adventures episode. Currently on the road, passing through Port Augusta, winter time, so I thought it was a good opportunity to head out, grab a few squid on our way through. Port Augusta is such a beautiful place to fish, right at the base of the Flinders Ranges. It has some absolutely incredible fishing at times for big kingies, lots of snappers, but today we're chasing the squid in the shallows, so get a couple of things organised and we'll get into it. All right, so I've come down to the area known as the Shacks. There's great weed beds out in front of it, very well-known location for squid fishing. In 2.5 meters of water, but there's quite a deep ledge here, so I'm just going to try and stay on the edge of the ledge as the tide's coming in. If there gets a little bit more water over the flats, I might move in a bit closer, but I'll start out here. I'm going to fish with 2 rods, so one rod in the rod holder, which, as we well know, will probably catch a lot more squid than I will. But that's just got 20-pound braid, 20-pound leader, and a 7-foot 3 to 6 kilo stick, and I'm simply just going to sit that just like off the bottom. It's great for squid following in, and it just sits there doing its thing. Just keep an eye on it. You might need to wind it up to keep it off the bottom or let a bit more line out. But the other rod that I'm going to fish with is one of the Akuma inked eggy specials, which is just super fun to fish with. Really fun to fish with. And on this one, I've got 10-pound braid, which is a bit easier to cast. I've got a 30,000 size reel and a 20-pound leader. And both the jigs that I'm using are the Fish Inc. Eggalicious in 3.5. I like a slightly bigger jig for squid fishing. So we'll work through. We'll see if we can't find a few of these tasty critters. I wouldn't actually normally use the electric, but we got this northerly breeze coming down the Gulf and wind against tide. We haven't got much drifting going on, so I'm just going to keep punching through with the electric. Oh, there's one. I think. Yep, it is, but it is kind of small. Oh, dude, don't squab me. But I reckon we can probably do a little bit better than that. But that was like straight away. That's what we wanted. It's been funny, this wind against tide, like it's just not quite enough to do a drift either way. I'm just pushing along with the electric, and we found one. Hopefully some mates with him. Here's a nice size one. Beauty. He can go in the tub. None others behind him, unfortunately. Here he comes. Oh, pulled it out of his mouth. He's down there, he's a big one too. Come on. Where's he going? Just see him come charging in. Take the rod holder one. Or he is. Is he? No. Gonna be down there somewhere. There he is. Wow, that's a nice one. Beauty. Whew, that's a very nice one. Oh. Right by the end of the candle. Oh, yeah. Beautiful big Port Augusta squid. Very nice. And that is, we're 2.2 metres. So we're not deep at all. Yeah, I would not be without Polaroid sunnies for so many different types of fishing, because you can see what's down there. I think it's a little one. Is he? Oh no, he's alright. See if he's got any mates following him. No, he's alright, he's a nice one. Beautiful. Thank you. No mates following in. Just singles at the moment. The electric's very handy for controlling the drift. You definitely catch squid at anchor, but I'm just one for covering water. Find where the easy ones are. Good amount of tide pushing, so I was going to say they should be out and about, which they are. That was really cool. Oh, it's a big one behind me. Switch bait. Come on. Here he comes. Got that one too. That's not greedy, is it? Two at a time. They're both nice sized squid. Now to work out how to get them in. Maybe I'll keep which one's hooked better, actually. what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Oh, bit of water, not ink. So that was good. 2 in the bag. That was cool. What I find amusing about that is that normally the rod holder gives me a run for my money, but that was actually all me, rod holder. You can't claim any of that capture. It's really good just taking note of landmarks like the pole and then this shack here with the boat out the front of it, so you know exactly where you found a patch of squid. But I'm also running the GPS too, just so I know the depth. There's another one, that's a bigger one, and I know exactly where I've been. That's a nice one. Any others with him? Super cool fun. Hey, here's a nice one. Beautiful southern calamari. They are so nice to eat. I think you either love them or you hate them, squid, and I absolutely love them. And it's really classic squid fishing. You sort of wonder whether you're in the right area and stuff like that, because there was a little bit of a slow, like we got that one fairly early and then had a tiny bit of a slow period, and then it's just like bang, 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 bang when you get onto them. Just noticed that this is where the patch of squid was before, and we sort of drifted out here for nothing. And where that line is actually right on the drop off, so seems like that's where they want to be. Come on, rod holder, what are you doing? Now that was a good bite. That feels actually like a really big one. There's the hook too at the same time. It does feel like a really nice one. Yep, that's a big one. Oh, nice squid. That's an awesome one. Check him out. That is a really nice one. Yeah, that is an absolute chunk of a squid. How good. And that chartreuse jig, like in South Australia, up here, chartreuse jig is awesome. All right, get him in before he makes any more mess. Couple more and I reckon we're pretty good. That was a big one. Awesome. The rod holder actually come to the party. You had to get one eventually. Did you feel a little bit left out? Yeah. Oh, why do I always do that? I probably should just use the net. Anyway, sorry, Mr. Rod Holder. I'll let your squid go. So I'm not sure whether it actually counts or not. I think what I'll do is one last drift past where all those other squids were. Reckon? There it is. That's why it's good to mark spots, because there's obviously a lot of squid in this one little patch here. That was second cast after having like 15 or 20 minutes of nothing. Nice. That's cool. Beauty. Charging up for a big squirt. Alright, got the job done. I love my squid fishing, I really do. And if you love squid fishing too, seriously consider getting one of these eggy rods. Makes the whole thing even more enjoyable. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give us a like, leave a comment, and if you're traveling through Port Augusta, it was amazing this morning to see the ramp so dead. I think there was one other trailer, and years ago when the power station was going, it would just be a hive of activity with fisher people. So if you're traveling through, make sure you stop in, catch yourself some squid, stick them in the freezer. You will not regret it. I will catch you all next time.